All right, we're back. It's okay, guys. We're back. Back in the Batcave. Back for another scene of Lost Cub, where there has been a mission, and there has been some morally gray, at best, decisions made. There has been some recuperative partying, and well, in theory, Anton is feeling a little more himself now. But what will he do with his newfound power? Okay, I'm just feeling human.
What the fuck is Becca?
Not very nice. Jeez.
Where is she? No.
Riches?
You go look for Muscle Bay.
You can, in fact, look for Muscle Bay. Muscle Bay is not generally very hard to find. She doesn't. I mean, she does go out. But I mean, if her bike's here, chances are she's here. Lucky for you, her bike's here. So, I mean, it takes all of, like, checking maybe 2, 3 places max. 3 would be a pretty weird day to find Lebecca. The real question is, when you find her, probably see the glowing butt of the cigarette before anything else. Heading out to what used to be the old kind of kitchen building, where she's just propped up against the wall, having a smoke, probably mid playing with her bike. She does like fiddling with it.
He just walks over, eases against something. It's that casual, like, I'm just gonna lean, just
Don't mind me. Up.
Hey.
Hey.
What you doing?
Smoking. Kind of a grin.
Nice.
Oh yeah. All the cool kids are doing it.
No, really.
Oh yeah, I have it on really good authority. All the cool kids do it. No.
Wanna talk?
Hmm?
Wanna talk?
Sure.
What do you want to do? Remember, we got to keep this private. Can't have the kids getting worried now, you know? Just a little nudge.
I mean, you know, what you do is you lean up and you smoke, and within every maybe 2 minutes or so, I gotta punch you.
I don't know, that seems a bit on the difficult side for me.
You could just lean up alongside and smoke. Not like anyone can hear what we're talking about. I mean, are you planning to get heavy? That could be pretty touchy.
I don't know. As he leans up against the wall, I don't know. Becca, people might get suspicious.
Yeah, I'm sure the sound of us trying our best to tear down the attic hasn't tipped anyone off yet.
Just smirk on his face. I don't know. I don't know.
Just sticking with it.
Yeah.
Oh my. I know, it's a risk. Just the helpless shrug of, like, you know, what are we gonna do? This is it. End of days. So, anything particular we're talking about, or?
You didn't get near you dying. You did get shot on me.
I did. That's the thing I did.
You did.
Yeah.
Kind of panicked. You look pretty panicked too.
I am not a big fan of getting shot.
No, I know. You still look pretty panicked despite, you know, all of it.
Like a quirk of the brow, all it.
Well, I know that you are all about, you know, being big tough Becca, you know.
Well, I am in fact big tough Becca, so yeah.
Big tough Becca got fucking did a startle, I think.
Big Tough Becca was not a big fan of getting shot. All about her fucking body. It was a respectably sized hole to put in my person. Did not appreciate that. So, fair enough. You're right. I did not appreciate getting holes put in me.
Mm-hmm. Did you want to talk about it?
I'm not getting shot.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little perplexed for a second, like, what?
I saw the look on your face when I knelt over and put you back together.
Was it the look of, oh, thank Jesus, I'm not going to bleed to death?
There was that. That was the initial after, and then you looked pretty annoyed at yourself. Well, once it's over, just takes a drag.
Is something distinctly annoying about getting shot.
Mm-hmm. No, I know. I've become accustomed to the Becca faces. There's the, gosh darn it, fuckers are fucked up.
Do I have a gosh darn it
Oh,
face?
you do have a gosh darn it. It's quite adorable. And then there's the, now I'm going to be really hard on myself, even though I shouldn't be face.
Oh, is that one of them? I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
to pick up that
Yeah.
one.
No, yeah, that is the,
I think that one might be in your head.
that is the rare one that you don't show, but like I've become such a fucking master at spotting it.
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh yeah, I mean, anything else is just complete bullshit.
You're claiming a great deal of expertise here. You sure you're fully qualified?
Oh, well, considering that, I think I've got it. I think I am I think I am the man who is quite the expert on this.
I suppose if anyone could even begin to claim such a thing, you would have a pretty solid go at it, but I mean, I don't know. That doesn't sound like me.
Oh no, not to like the general public, but it's about here, yeah.
You're worried I'm going to beat myself up about it?
I already know you're doing it. Takes a drag. That's just a given at this point. Is it going over?
So far, she's still pretty chill. Are you suggesting that I shouldn't be annoyed for getting all shot up? So that you could say I told you so?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
I told you so to the whole. This is exactly what I was worried was happening kind of thing that you said. When it happened.
That was, to be fair, I think you realize a very emotionally charged statement, considering our totally secret relationship. Does even the whisper like totally secret? By the way,
so secret. Fucking. She's trying not to laugh, but she's struggling.
There's a pretty emotionally moment there, May let slip.
An emotionally moment. That's
an emotionally moment. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it.
Sounds pretty fucking complicated.
You're the one who's making it complicated.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't make anything complicated.
Jesus. Oh.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna die.
Oh no, you never make anything complicated. Nope. Ooh, Jesus.
No, very, very simple woman.
Oh yeah, totally.
Don't ever complicate things.
No, totally, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You sound like you're expressing some doubt there, Anton.
No. Me?
What, me?
You could just talk to me about it. I know. Seeing as we are in a totally super hyper secret relationship, Becca. Just we could communicate by sign language. Maybe.
The sign language thing makes her kind of snark. You know sign language?
No, I could figure it out.
I could complicate this,
I mean, it'll be. I feel like it would suit because it would be appropriately complicated.
Would be suitably complicated, which thing is very important to me as a person.
Mm-hmm. It's very important to you how complicated this is.
She's back to I'm not laughing. Totally not gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh at anything. I never laugh.
It would be nice. That's all. I'm just saying.
What if I didn't make this complicated?
Yeah.
That's a tough sell.
I know. I figured though we're pretty advanced in our complicated, secret, super hyper relationship that we can start pitching these cards at each other.
Oh, I might be convinced to simplify ever so slightly, but only ever so slightly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. What's it going to take to convince you?
Fully ready to just leave with the bribes, huh?
I'll take what I can get.
I mean, I do like a good bribe, so I don't know that I can really complain.
You're making it complicated again. He glances over like with a smirk on his face.
But me? No. She's smiling more outright now. Just. I mean, what do you want me to say? I was not a big fan of getting shot.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't like that.
Mm-hmm. Could talk to me about it. I saw in your, like I said, you were worried. You were pretty even after everything that's gone on afterwards. Could just talk to me about it.
I don't know what to say about it. I'm glad you put me back together.
I mean, about the whole thing in general. You could just talk to me about that.
It was gang war stuff.
Okay.
What else is there to it? I just know what that. I mean, she does look over, honestly, holds the hands up for a second. I just know what Jason showed up, said he had some shit, went and handled the shit. Yeah, it got a little hairy, but well, made it out. Which in my books is pretty solid, honestly.
All right.
If you're lucky enough to get everyone out.
I was. Not everybody though.
Why would we lose?
That.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
That's finally about where she starts kind of pulling a bit of a face. I'm not gonna lie, Anton. I don't know what to say about it.
Just say what you need to say.
Why'd you smoke them?
You knew too much. I couldn't take the risk.
I mean, wasn't that the whole point of trying to get him? Is he knew so much?
Was, but I had to deal with all that. Wendy, Jason, I didn't have a plan. I panicked and thought of the one thing I knew how to do, which is take care of the problem before it becomes an even more complicated one. I put a test out there to see if I could rely on it. He failed it. I couldn't take the risk.
Yeah, she. It's that whole like, Nope, I'm gonna think about this for a hot second before I talk. What did he know besides about her? It was so much of a risk. How hard would it have been to put him up like we did with her? We got more room.
What if it's just with the other two there? I couldn't take the chance. I would ask too much questions. They would have chased it. I didn't think about the other alternatives. I was just in that moment, I was hyper thinking, panicking. I can admit it. So well, I'm good to think back on hindsight, but right in that moment, I was just thinking of one thing and one thing only. Was if the cover up we're doing got out about Wendy's sister, it would tear certain aspects of this place apart, and I just everything I had worked for, I wasn't gonna let that fall apart for one person. Because I decided to do the right thing and not put Annabelle with somebody as unstable as Wendy.
I mean, you say for one person, but you're doing this for one person.
That's the fucking that's the hypocrisy of the whole thing, isn't it? He just kind of takes a drag like, ugh.
Yeah, it ain't pretty.
No. Makes me, yeah, it doesn't make you feel good about yourself.
I bet it don't.
No.
Yeah, you can see her like working her mouth, like the little things she does when she's thinking, mulling something over. Said he was as bad as she was, right?
Yeah, but I could have fixed him. But he was as bad as not as deep, you know what I mean? But still pretty bad. We have some things that could have done it. It's just yeah.
So I guess the real shitty question is,
What am I gonna tell her?
made her worth saving and not him.
Takes a drag. I suppose when I was hunting her down, I actually talked to her. And I didn't just see her as another corrupted thing. You know?
That's a bit of a, of all things, it's a skeptical glance.
I could save it. And I could save him too. But this time,
For a second, that you actually looked at that kid and you didn't see a person, because I don't believe that.
not this time. And that's what fun. That's what makes me sick.
Did you not see a person, or did you choose to look away? Because I don't believe for a second you looked at that kid and asked him a question and looked him in the face and didn't see a person. Didn't see other kinfolk. Like me, like Heidi, like her. Takes the precaution. She doesn't say the name. Well, you might have done what you thought you had to do, but I don't believe that you didn't see him.
It doesn't matter if I did or not, he's dead.
Matters to me.
It was when he started begging that I saw it. And by that point, I'd already pulled the trigger.
Yeah, there's another glance. Which shot?
There was 3.
I know. I heard him.
It was the second. First one was just on impulse and a reaction. I thought I had fucked it, so I loaded and shot again, and by that time I'd realized my hands were shaking. And I had realized as I was looking into him that I had skipped entirely over the person and was just focusing on the one thing. And I was so frightened of the one thing.
Why didn't you stop though?
By that point, I had already done it. Already committed.
Committed.
No going back after. There's no going back after that point.
Right up till he's dead, you could have stopped.
I could have, but I didn't. I'd already put 2 rounds in him and it would have just been cruel. I had already seen the look on his eyes.
Well, look at that.
Betrayal. I killed the hope right out of him.
Yeah, she goes back out looking over the big old lawn between them and the house. Pulls off the cigarette. What happens if we find someone else?
I'll have a plan this time.
And what you gonna plan exactly?
It's like you said in the car. They ask questions, I'll tell them to talk to Jane. To Wormton of kinfolk. He's gonna be they are gonna be need to brought to Jane anyway. If they have any fucking questions, they can talk to Jane about it.
Yeah. Like enough, Jane will just tell them to fuck off and they'll be mad about it, but ain't much they can do if they get put in a circle.
Pretty much.
Yeah, she just kind of heaves a sigh, finally squashes out, the ember on just the stone of the building.
And he's just staring off ahead. I'll get it if you don't want to be around me for a while.
Ain't exactly kicking you out.
I don't blame you if you do.
Whole thing ain't fair, is it?
What you mean?
Pretty fucked up thing to have to choose.
It's the worm does that point us in that position. Do you think anyone else could have made the choices that I made for this place?
No, probably not.
That's my job.
What, they just make a bunch of shitty decisions? 'Cause no one else do it?
Yeah. Somebody's got to wade through the shit in the mud.
Oh, that is dog shit.
Yeah.
That actually why you shot him?
What you mean?
It's kind of a shrug. Well, I just wanted to know why.
What? Is what exactly why I shot him?
Once you panicked, right?
Yeah. I panicked.
And I mean, for what it's worth, she looks over it's. I mean, poor woman's kind of having like a mild crisis of faith, but it's one of those things where you can tell that she looks over and just desperately wants to just wants to believe that. And
I mean, I'll give it for Rebecca for free. Look at him. Look at him. Like, Anton looks staring off ahead. He looks destroyed looking. Do you know what I mean? Like, it looks like it just, that choice and pulling the trigger, it's wrecked him. I'll leave you alone.
don't tell
Figure.
you. I didn't tell you to do that.
No, but it's probably better.
Don't worry, if I want you to fuck off, I'll tell you to fuck off. I don't know if you noticed, but I am very good at it.
True.
It just whole thing felt weird. You always worked your ass off to bring us back before.
Yeah. I guess I'm quite shit at my job then.
Do that.
Yeah. You know, as much as I like to think that kid is innocent, here's the fucked up part. I made that, and he probably wasn't. So, except that kid rolled around with marrow bones. You know what marrow bones did to people?
Yeah, the other one rolled around with Melbourne's boss.
I know. Like I said, maybe I'm just not cut out for this at all.
Oh, she just shakes her head again. Don't do that.
Oh,
The whole I'm gonna sound like a jackass, and I accept that. But the whole self pity thing, it don't work for you.
right. He just takes a breath. I mean, she sees it. His hand twitches.
you were shit at your job, you wouldn't be where you are. You wouldn't have the people you got. You wouldn't have done what you done. You're still people, Anton. It's just shit.
Yeah, I suppose. No, I just gotta live with another look I see on people's faces. It just eases up.
There's a, she turns a glance.
It's the first time you've looked at me since what happened, with doubt in your face. So, just gotta live with that. But it's part of the job. Make the decisions, live with the consequences.
I mean, I'll give you that she's uncomfortable and she's trying to decide how to anything really.
He just, when there's an extended period of silence, he just takes the breath in because he could keep going, but Becca's not like that. Becca doesn't do this type of shit. So he just takes the breath and he just starts moving because it's better. You know what I mean? Better to just disengage at this point.
It's one of those things where he starts to get up and you know what? He might get like a whole step or two, whole couple steps. Don't, Anton, don't do that.
Do what?
Just because I don't know what to say doesn't mean you can't just stick around.
You look like you need space.
If I wanted you to go, I'd tell you.
I know you would. You also don't want to hurt my feelings.
No, well, I'm about as good at that as you feeling you're good at shit right now. So
Yeah.
you ain't gotta go nowhere. I don't want you kicking yourself because of some shit I said.
It ain't gonna be what you said.
What?
It's not gonna be about what you said. I tell myself this, so no. Tell myself all this shit most of the day, really.
Why?
What'd you think? I made a promise to save that person. I do my best. And I always save people, right? I saved him, all right. I put 3 bullets in him. And I could have saved him, but I didn't. Me. And I can put all the Shadow Lord philosophy and things that fit a nice, neat piece in that make total sense. Complete sense. I didn't save him.
Yep, we have. I don't know about Anton, but this is bringing out her inner chain smoker in a way.
I don't know if Beck is watching Anton, but he's not even looking at her, man. That kid is in his own world of just, like I said, whatever. Like, he knows he made the choice and he'll live with it and he'll get on, he'll do his job. But Jesus, you know what I mean? She can see it. It's like the line that she dropped on him after what happened with his dad. This is gonna stick with him for, yeah, this is gonna stick with him. So, there you have it.
Yeah. I might hate it almost as much as you do.
No, I don't think you can this time.
You hate in the circumstance of hating yourself.
Both. I think I got you beat on both this time.
There's another just frown.
Like I said, I'll give you some space back. It's probably better.
No, I just feel like shit.
For what?
Asking at all, really.
Why does that make you feel like shit?
You can't see your face.
I knew you were gonna ask eventually. It's part of the. So I accepted it.
Maybe I'm the one who should be fucking off.
Why?
Well, at least you accomplished something.
What's I accomplish?
Oh, I don't know. You got your mission done. Didn't get shot useless in like the first volley that you were in. And it's a fucked up way to have to do it. Still kept that girl safe though.
He just walks over towards Becca very slowly.
Thankfully, she is not retreating at this time. She
He
just parked up and has her cigarette.
And just leans over and just pecks her neck. Stays alive.
Only because you cheated.
He still stayed alive, and you would have made it. Wasn't that bad of a bullet wound. You managed to turn the right way.
It's over. Like, are you fucking. Like, I know I pretend I'm a hard ass, but are you fucking kidding?
You managed to turn your body the right way so it didn't rupture any major organs. It just would have bled a lot. Did the job I asked you, didn't you? Did the job I asked you to do.
Did I?
Yeah, you came back.
Again, she just looks so amazingly skeptical.
You don't believe me? Becca, I tore apart an entire gang to keep you safe. Because somebody threatened to whatever. Becca, I killed my own dad to keep you safe. That's all I ever wanted to do.
A lot of things I'm showing for it, though, right?
I'm asking for thanks.
You should be.
You know what I
That
did then?
actually pretty seriously. Like, deadpan.
Seems a pretty fucked up thing to do. Pretty unfair, too.
Yeah.
Besides, the only thing I'd ever ask is if occasionally you'd open up. I don't think that's much of an ask.
He does glance aside. You regret it yet?
No.
Of course you don't. It's kind of a grin, like, nah. Not even in this moment. Of course you fucking don't. God damn it.
Be nice if you actually talk to me about it, you know? It's nice to hear how much a person gives a shit about another person. But I'll accept the way you do it.
No, I give a shit.
I know. Sometimes it's just nice to see. And particularly in these moments. Sometimes it's just nice to hear. I'm not saying like fill me full of bullshit or anything, you know? It's just, yeah.
I don't know. Just not real good at saying, especially when I got to say ain't good to start with.
You already said it. And if that changes how we are, then alright then. I'll just adjust to it.
There's a flit of a glance. Changes how we are.
That's the way you're making it sound like. What am I supposed to take from that? Kind of accuse her like, come on. Do you know what I mean?
Probably that I'm some kind of queen bitch.
But it sounds like you. It sounds like you're breaking up with me. That's what it sounds like.
Glance? Like a squint? Like, what?
It sounds like, because of what I did. And this is maybe my own fucking head talking, which it more than likely is, because right now I am more self-battered than any type of boxing match. Sounds like actions I did, it just... Not that you're going to leave or any of that shit, no. You kind of got to do the hand wave, like, pah. It just sounds like whatever thing we're going to do, I'm going to put a stop to it because, yeah.
No.
It's just the way it comes across.
No, I don't like that.
All right. I
Or
mean,
not with my shit, which would be pretty fair.
if that's what you want to do, it's fine.
Do you not punish yourself hard enough? You need me to do it too?
It's part of the job.
No, that ain't how I'm doing this.
All right. And what is this then?
Just me trying to figure out what happened.
I panicked. Okay. For all that I'm the leader of this place, look at me. I'm so frightened to go to sleep some nights.
And you say, look at me, and she does. Even having like pauses mid pull to kind of glance over.
I sometimes still lie awake at night thinking and hearing some of the things that you said to me that day after what happened. Some days. And shit gets really bad sometimes. I hear that phrase I heard.
The brown knits.
Just, a little reminder of how I fucked everything. Other days, I get nervous about you, losing you, Heidi, Christine.
Which phrase?
I'll put it like this: oof. He hesitates because he doesn't want to hurt Becca's feelings. She can see he's doing the same thing she did. It's it's that kind of one look. Like, are you sure? You know what I mean? I can't even look at you.
Yeah, it's that nod. Like, you know what? I deserve that.
It's not your fault. I'm not
What's
saying
that?
it. I'm not saying this to be petty. It's not your fault.
Still said it.
You still said it. But I'm gonna pitch this out to you. Take her hand. It's like, no, I'm taking these. Then she just takes both her hands. That cigarette just goes out of no. I'm taking these. You know what I mean?
Literally, like just bats a cigarette.
Yeah. Ewan is just as fucked up and scared position as I was when I pulled that trigger. And don't try and tell me you weren't.
Oh, we're all fucked up.
So it's not your fault. I don't blame you. I think it just makes me more protective of you.
Doesn't seem kind of fucked up.
I mean, sure. If that's how you want to see it.
Seems pretty fucked up.
Oh, if it was pretty fucked up, you wouldn't send Ambrose after me a couple of weeks ago, would you?
Oh. Yeah, she kind of turns a glance, like, what?
I know you talked to your dad when I went off. Came by your old house.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I talked to my dad, but I didn't tell him to do nothing. I knew what was going on.
Of course he knew. You still talked to him about it. You still knew he'd come. I guarantee you knew he'd come looking for me. Don't try and deny it from me, either. When you think about it, it's both kind of fucked up that all that. But you're still pretty protective over me all that whole time, right?
I mean, of course.
Well then, don't call the pot. Don't be a pot calling the kettle black.
I didn't call nothing.
Uh-huh.
Like, wait, what?
Just grinning.
I didn't call shit.
You know, you could just open up to me, Becca, instead of playing the tough woman in this moment. Nobody's around. You look like you need it.
Yeah, probably.
And talk to me.
I don't know what the fuck to say.
And don't say anything. But just, I don't know. Show me. Don't hide from me.
I
You're hiding from me again. Use a smile.
think it's a faint smile back, like, I see. Cannot win.
Pretty much backs you into a corner here, Bex.
Not a fucked up thing to do.
Oh, you make it difficult, so I decided to play a bit. I decided to go for the throat. It's my response to you being complicated.
I mean, if I wasn't complicated, I'd lose my woman license.
You lose your what?
My woman license. We have those, you know.
I'm pretty sure you do, yeah. But don't try to deflect either.
You sure? Because, you know, for a second I thought it was going to work.
No.
Ah.
Because I'll just do something that will completely derail your deflecting.
Can you derail a deflect?
Oh, yeah. It's quite easy with you.
Probably picks up the hand and just, like, goes to rifle her hair. It's tied up. Gets annoyed, like, pulls the fucking hairband out so hard it snaps. She's got, like, that strong, like... She's got pretty, like, thick hair. So she, like, pulls it snaps. She just looks annoyed and flings it. Finally ruffles a hand through her hair. Oh, this shit gets so fucking complicated.
I could give you an answer, but you'd never admit it.
Bit of a side glance.
You'd never admit it.
Never?
Pretty sure.
You know, you are an authority, so you might be right.
I mean, it'd be nice if you did.
So what am I supposed to be admitting?
He just leans in, gets closer, sort of like, I mean, practically nose to nose. Just leans in again, gets to her ear. Like playing, like you can tell he's playing into that whole like complicated, like we're just gonna keep this on the down low. Do you know what I mean? That you love me.
It does make shit pretty complicated. It's a little glance over, because I mean he's like, oh, right up in her space. So she doesn't have to like lean in or anything. It just like takes the tiniest little tilt of the, you know, tip of the head around to get that eye contact, at least on one side.
It does. Everything's pretty goddamn complicated. I don't even blame you. That is pretty complicated.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Got a lot of people either love you or love the idea of you.
Which one are you?
I don't fall in love with ideas.
All right.
No, you got that pretty fair and square.
What took you so long to tell me?
I don't know if you know this, but I'm not big on telling.
I did. But I think this back series of complications is usually the one that,
Get you every time?
yeah, kind of something you gotta kind of talk about because otherwise you're fucked.
I mean, I don't know. I've been doing pretty good at not talking about it this whole time.
True, but you're kind of backed into a corner now, so.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Like I said, it's the one that gets you every time. And I know it's the fact that you do feel that way and seeing me the way I am and the decisions I got put to make it hurts. Because it's a shit decision. And seeing somebody you care about that much rip themselves apart and being completely powerless reminds you of when you were completely powerless.
Damn, Anton. Fuck. They got a totally out of character. Just Jesus.
Good though. I mean, is he wrong?
I mean, if her reaction is any indication, probably not. It's funny because she doesn't quite look stung, but it's almost like she wants to be.
That's why I was
Put
trying
her
to give
in a
you.
weird place.
That's why I was trying to give you space.
When did you get all good at that shit? I don't think I like it.
I learned it when you stopped talking to me.
Yeah, there's the kind of, like, lick your teeth move. Like, ah.
I didn't know what to do, so. Yeah, I adapted. It's almost as if I cared.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Look,
Jesus.
Heidi's Heidi, and you know that. Right?
I mean, yeah. There's the, I mean, yeah, Heidi's definitely Heidi.
If we want to talk about that complicated feeling that you're feeling and I'm feeling. Heidi is Heidi. It's just the way it is. And Susie, you know I care a lot about Susie. You know I do.
Yeah.
But there's going to come a point in time, and you know it and I know it, where one day I'm going to have to walk away. Not because I want to, because I'm going to have to. You have that advantage that I don't get to walk away from you. I don't have to walk away from you.
Feels like a pretty fucked up advantage.
It is a fucked up advantage. But I guarantee it's one that you treasure.
Yeah, you are. I mean, I'll put it this way: it takes like one glance between like posture, maybe just a touch of fidgeting, but it's the Becca's uncomfortable because feelings.
Now come on. We're gonna talk about this where you can actually feel safe to show it. You take her by the hand. Because I'm not playing the awkward game with you. No matter how cute it is. Nope. Take her up to his room. Close the door.
He goes to snag her, like, we're gonna do this, and you will hate it. But we're gonna do it anyways, and she's just, I'm gonna take you somewhere where you feel safe to talk about your feelings, and she just goes, "You sure a place like that really exists?"
No, but we can try.
Gonna sound like a fucking baby.
No, you don't sound like a baby.
That shit freaks me out more than the bullet did.
What are you so scared about?
She kind of wrestles with that answer. I don't know. Don't like people knowing how I feel.
Just takes her hand, puts it up where his hair is, so she can just rub, like, hold on to it essentially.
Yeah, and it's funny, like, as much as he jokes about it, she doesn't seem to give a shit that they're outside. Doesn't seem to give a shit that someone could come out and see him. It's just, this is very raw, as opposed to very heavily walled or masked or kind of put on.
I think I'm seeing why. Considering who was there when you got shot.
Getting shot only hurts once.
Mm-hmm. It does. Seeing the person that you love's face afterwards is another whole thing entirely. Being
Should
afraid, being afraid to lose them. And that digs deeper than the bullet does.
hurts a lot more times than the bullet does.
Did you lose me? Did you?
No.
Hey, go then.
It's God, now I have to use my words. I hate this.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Anton, I don't. People fuck with you when they know what's in your head.
Think I'm gonna do that to you?
Oh, I don't think you're gonna do that to me.
Alright then. I'm gonna stop treating me like I'm gonna.
You say that like it's something that I, just choose only for specific people.
No. Well, Becca, I think we've both been through enough that we're not that to not do that to each other. A crazy thought here. Maybe instead of worrying about what's that gonna fuck with our heads, maybe we just not.
Oh, just don't do that.
Mhm. Maybe instead of worrying how this is gonna fuck with your head, you could come over and just sit beside me. Hell, be protective, be territorial, be something.
I think I could do that part.
Maybe instead of thinking about the worst thing, maybe just focus on that. Because right now, I've backed you into a corner because I'm worried about you. I've been worried.
What you so worried about?
You got shot. And you're frightened. Think I don't see that?
I mean, I'd say you aren't supposed to, but that's not really fix nothing.
No. It's almost like I made it my goal to make sure I could read you.
It don't even sound weird to you, does it? She really is a slight grin.
Nope. It's what you do when you feel a complicated way about somebody. Besides, you pull similar things to me.
I don't. Nope. I didn't do none of that.
No, you don't read me like I read you, but you make sure that if someone, like say Wendy, irks me too much, I notice you always seem to appear. Even when JJ's sister was making flirty eyes, I saw you. Just give us a little smile on this face.
I was thinking about ringing her skinny neck. I'm not gonna lie, just for a second.
It was pretty hot.
Kind of glance like, really?
That was pretty hot.
You know, if I'd known you were on board with it, I might have tried. Just for a second. Yeah, just a little bit.
So I'm gonna do another shocking advance here as he gets up closer, nose to nose again. I'll bring you on raids with me. I'll bring you on whatever. You just gotta promise you'll come back.
No, you're gonna be really mad if I ever break my promise, but at least I won't have to worry about it.
No, I'll be really mad.
Like
Anyone
I'm gonna
else?
feel your wrath beyond the grave, mad.
Oh yeah, I'll summon
Oh.
you back. I will resurrect you and everything. Just a finger point.
There's like a little squint of like, hold on, can you do that?
Just gives that eyebrow waggle. Like,
You know, because I want to call bullshit, but I don't know for sure.
well, now you're just gonna have to make sure you keep your promise, then, don't you?
Kind of fucked up.
And if it does go bad, Becca, he puts his hand, places it like against her belly. I'll be there.
All right,
All right,
all right.
just all right, or
Bit of a smile. Better than all right.
good. By the way, you were jealous about JJ. I thought you were gonna fuck Bill.
Did you?
Yeah, I felt something. Kind of licks his lips.
Felt something?
I wanted to cave his skull in.
Well, it's good to know the feeling's mutual.
It kind of gives that like really. I think I've proven the feeling a good few times over.
Well, yeah, but see, I haven't had to see that from my end. I
Now I
don't
want
exactly have a an array of options waiting for me when you're not around.
Oh.
Kind of grinning.
option. There's an option. Oh. No, I wanted to cave his skull in. Besides, I like Clem first. It was a grin.
Is dibs a thing?
Apparently in the nation it is.
Oh shit.
So I call dibs.
Okay.
Oh.
Official dibs.
Mm-hmm. You and Heidi get official dibs.
That's pretty serious business. Put in the most challenging way humanly possible.
You can call dibs on me if you need to.
Can I? I feel like Heidi already knows about this shit and already called dibs.
Heidi doesn't care.
Oh.
Heidi knows the situation between her and me. And she's fine. Like I told you before, Heidi's Heidi.
You don't have a better idea.
Well,
You just like snags the wrist, like you've already been all up in my personal space and talking about like going off. No, she'll just turn around and open the well, I mean it's not an external kitchen building anymore. It's the bike shop. It's effectively. They're the only thing small enough to fit inside, but they've definitely rigged the place up.
yeah, he just follows along like, okay.
Just kicks the door shut behind.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does the glance where he's kind of standing there, I imagine, just like,
Oh, what do I do with my hands?
mm-hmm. This is your super secret hideout?
Well, yeah, it's so secret. I share it with Jane and Brigida.
You know, if we bang in here, they're gonna be pretty pissy.
I'm not hearing a downside.
I know, I just don't like Jane nagging me. Grinning. Brigida won't care. She'll probably encourage us.
I mean, if she was here, she'd just start cheering.
Should, yeah. Should. Smirking.
You know what? Jane has a problem until I take it up with me. How about that?
About 50% more into you after that. It's grinning as he's like taking off his jacket.
And yeah, I guess the question of the day is: do you really want to try to pin her down for talking, or do you want to fade to black?
What does she want to do? There you go. Put
What's
the ball in Becca's court.
Deflect with action instead of words.
Because here's the thing. He would appreciate her telling him, but he also knows that she doesn't do that. So he's more than happy for action. But he'd appreciate if she made the effort. It's that vibe. The ball's in her court. He'd appreciate it, but he's not going to be pissy. He's not going to be disappointed if she doesn't.
All right. Then I will let you know after this scene about some shenanigans. But now, we'll go ahead and fade to black.
Oui.
Da-na-na.